On December 5th, 2015, a group of explorers was stranded by rising floodwaters in British Columbia, turning their caving expedition into a nightmare. While seasoned caver Andrew Munoz battled to save Jason's story, one of them was dragged into a lethal river. Survival depended on rapid thought, perseverance, and sheer willpower, as time ran out and the frigid water rose. There are nail-biters on our show, but occasionally we see a video when our team members are even hiding their eyes. When we saw this video of a caving adventure that went from good to poor to worse, that's exactly what happened. December 5th, 2015. The Cascade Cave System in British Columbia, Canada, is being explored by a group of friends. Jason Story, an amateur, and Andrew Munoz, a paramedic and caving expert who serves as one of the leads, are on the squad. They decide to return to the surface after spending the entire day exploring the caves and seeing that the water levels have increased considerably since their descent. I was cresting over the top of the climb to, a little ledge, and that's when Zach indicates that Jason's in some trouble. Tony. When Andrew sees this, he understands how serious the situation is. A torrent of water has swept Jason onto his back. The only indication that he is still alive is that blue glove and a small view of his head. He is completely submerged in water that is actively filling up. We had only a few minutes left before he drowned, and I could feel it. Continue to breathe, Tony. And it's easier to drown in a cave than you may suppose, despite popular belief. You get a lot of rain up in these higher elevations, and you can actually have what we call flash floods inside the cave, Tony. When there is a lot of rainfall, water from the surface suddenly runs off into the caverns, filling them like a pitcher, causing flash floods, also known as flood pulses. Andrew, Jason, just relax and just be calm. Everything is fine. Bob, you can get caught in one of these little small areas where the water's focused at that moment, and it's just torrential in those areas. Andrew, where are your feet? Are you able to move your feet? Rushing water. The 2009 event at a Utah cave is among the most notorious caving disasters. John Edward Jones died after becoming trapped upside down in a small crevice. Since rescuers were unable to remove his remains, they sealed the cave, which served as his grave. How, therefore, did Andrew prevent Jason from meeting the same end? Andrew assumes command right away and starts teaching Jason survival skills. One hand out here, Andrew, all right? On that side, one hand. Are you in capable hands? Dude, talk to me. You're in capable hands. Jason, yes. All right, you hear me say something like, make sure your hands are good, because when it comes time to make a move, your touch points are crucial. This way, slowly, all right? Jason, towards you? Dude, toward me. Continue rising. You're still alive, all right? The clarity of Andrew's communication with Jason struck me. He was not becoming agitated. Tony. Now that the water has been beating Jason nonstop for 10 minutes, Andrew drags him out of the fissure. He's partially seen, but his face emerges. Andrew. Okay, keep breathing. He's going into shock, which makes it harder for him to hear me and to do his job. Fortunately, though, he took the necessary action. Look at me, dude. Bleep, Jason, bleep. You're okay? Jason. Yeah. Andrew. It's frightening. You made it, all right? Someone who is already in shock will shut down if you offer him too much information. As an alternative, he engaged Jason by posing queries and eliciting answers. Andrew, need you to start moving, okay? Jason, my leg's stuck. Andrew, don't worry, man. We're going to leave this place, okay? Tony. However, they haven't left the forest yet. We enter the hypothermia phase after that. In December, Jason spent 15 to 20 minutes submerged. All right, we'll get you some hot water. Jason. Yeah, man. Tony. Instead of risking Jason trying to get in again, Andrew uses a camping stove to warm him up with water, and the two spend the night in the cave. In addition to saving Jason's life, Andrew's ability to provide some warm water to prevent him from becoming hypothermic was likely a major morale booster. Their survival was significantly influenced by it. Tony. The two begin the ascent up to the surface the next day, now that Andrew's strength has returned. We spent almost 20 hours stranded. Excellent right there. Okay, you can't do this with half-heartedness, I said. You must put your all into it. That's it, nice dude. Keep it up. Herculean was observing him perform these ascents given the condition of his body, but we arrived at the entrance by ourselves. Good trip. Tony. What did we learn? Everything was done correctly by Andrew. The situation rapidly shifted, but Andrew was ready and had the expertise to tackle each challenge head-on. As the Boy Scouts say, always be prepared and keep a close eye on the weather forecast if you're preparing to go caving.